TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts has changed music forever because there is a renewed expectation of perfection, and that every moment an artist posts has to be great every time. Throughout the history of mankind, no one has ever only wanted to play 15 seconds of a piece of music or listen to 15 seconds of a piece of music and think that that's all there was to the song. Music used to be heard all the way through, and people would listen to an entire album and listen for those good moments. And that's what made those moments good, was because of what you would hear before that moment and after that moment. And you didn't expect that it had to be spectacular every second. Now the demand is that you go after that viral moment, trending or perfect moment, and be brief and pertinent to a guess of what the audience's current mood, tastes, or preferences are, or else it may not be heard. In my humble opinion, after spending many years sharing the joy of music through web content that I have created, I feel it's really shortchanging ourselves, and that this type of behavior, to be very quick to anger or disgust towards someone else over social media, really hurts marginalized people the most, and it becomes a very intimidating environment for people who may be just trying to learn about music or just wanting to express who they are. I don't think that anyone should feel deterred from playing music because someone else says you didn't post the perfect 15 seconds of music. Music is your right. It's your cultural inheritance to be able to experience that. Instead of pressuring other people to limit themselves to a very short period of time that they have to get perfect, I think it's worth it for those of us that are part of an online community to think and reflect on how are you being helpful or supportive, and to keep in mind that you don't know what you don't know. I feel people forget while scrolling and tapping that it's very difficult to try to cram or jam everything into a very brief period of time. And that just because you saw or had an impression of somebody for 5 seconds doesn't mean that that's the summation of who that person is. And maybe if they made a mistake or an error, that doesn't necessarily mean that that's a reflection of their entire channel or their entire journey or process learning about music or having an experience with a particular piece of music. This is just a reminder in this current social media landscape to have a little bit of understanding that there are people out here that are simply just learning or just going through their life, having an experience, and that having such a strong reaction to an imperfect 15 seconds, or maybe from your perspective you think that's an imperfect 15 seconds. I think we can all take a breath and just really try to have some empathy and to know that this isn't necessarily easy to just be viewed in front of thousands, hundreds, if not thousands of people, and to carry this expectation that every single thing you're doing has to be perfect. It is something that Mickey Mouse himself could not uphold. It is impossible. It's just something that's been on my mind for many years, watching watching it get smaller and smaller, going from 5 minutes to 2 minutes and 30 seconds, down to you only have 1 minute. Now it's 30 seconds, now it's 15 seconds, and if you don't do that, then I'm going to block, delete you, and you're out of my life now because I didn't like that 5 seconds. I think there are times I've seen this go to an extreme, and it's worth it to bring awareness, alertness in any way that I can. For people who are just tap, 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 scroll, scroll, scroll through social media and forgetting that there's another human being on the other side. The bar is set so high that really I don't think anyone can reach it, honestly. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you. Take care. Be well. Bye for now.